My name is Schnell, and I am a Canadian videographer and journalist. I was traveling the world making films for the past 8 years, till I ended up in Ukraine. My travels brought me here solely for experience.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Tree here, and I am in Kyiv, Ukraine. It is kind of like Manhattan, isn't it? I was just saying that we're from Canada and everyone thinks it's dangerous here.
Yes.
But it doesn't seem so dangerous to me.
Our people are friendly.
Oh, I know. I love you guys.
So I flew into Ukraine initially about 2 months ago. I came in for a vaccination, actually. It was one of the only places in Europe that you could acquire your booster vaccination. So I needed the secondary vaccination to continue on my travels. But upon arrival, I fell in love with Ukraine, and it's one of my favorite countries I've ever been to. So I stuck around.
And in the end, I ended up becoming a journalist.
Women and children behind me are trying to flee to the Polish border, where they can find a new life away from the war and violence.
When I was working as a freelance videographer in Ukraine, I met passionate young journalists that elicit change through the articles they created about the current situation. With the recent drone attacks on Moscow and the potential of more to come, we've taken to the streets in Kyiv, Ukraine to ask people what they think about the current situation.
I believe that all of the people now have this great feeling of justice.
I've been documenting the war in Ukraine for over the last 2 years. In doing so, I had an idea to go to each oblast of this country to show the beauty and the brutality of the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
The east of Ukraine is full of destruction like this.
That's why I'm very interested in talking to you today and showing you a little bit of my work history and telling you a bit more about my idea to make a travel show in Ukraine during wartime.
This is what an air raid siren sounds like in Zaporizhia. When we were in Kramatorsk, it's more like a constant hum, similar to this, but a different frequency.
The focus is not only war, but very much on its effects. I also plan to interview many interesting people, both locals to the regions that I'm in, as well as foreigners, in order to help bring more light and more awareness to the current situation here in Ukraine.
4 rockets hit this place on the side. A lot of good people died here.
That makes this whole thing sound very sad. Now, you're seeing some brutality, but where's the beauty? And that's the juxtaposition that I really want to reflect in this project. I want to do street interviews with locals, visit local restaurants, show local culture, the great cafes, the great bars, talk to the owners of these places. How has the war affected their businesses? I would love to interview interesting foreigners everywhere I go that are here to volunteer to help and see how war and lifestyle has not only affected the east of Ukraine, but also Ukraine in entirety. My goal is to visit every single region of unoccupied territory in Ukraine and film an episode in each one for you. At the same time, creating short content. People seem to appreciate this content. I hope your viewership would as well. And if you're interested in working with me, I would be very grateful for the experience to show people the beauty and brutality of Ukraine.